What is going on, everyone? This is Nero again. Today for you, some Modern Warfare 2, some Search and Destroy. I have a Scar, and I'm going to switch real quick out for the F2000. I just actually unlocked the F2000 right before this gameplay. And it's actually this is a pretty good Search and Destroy match, but it would be better if I had some somewhat competition on the other team. Basically, the other team, guys, is trick shotters. Those kind of people that, oh man, Modern Warfare 2 is just completely infested with them, like ridiculously is infested. I honestly do not think there's one person on the other team who is not sniping, is not hiding in the back, and it just frustrates me because Modern Warfare 2 has some good search and destroy. I mean, I made a video yesterday talking about how I think COD 4 and World War had probably the best search and destroy, but Modern Warfare 2 was up there. Modern Warfare 2 search and destroy, the way the maps are set up, the way the guns are set up, I think it's a pretty good game for search. But with all the trick shotters, look at this guy, he's gonna try and commando me, for crying out loud. With all the trick shotters in the game now, it kind of slows it down because these guys, they all sit in the back. Oh man, there's so many strategies now. They sometimes sit in the back of the map, or they'll sit there and everyone will have one-man army on with like a TAR 21 or like a Scar or whatever. Then as soon as they have one person live on the other team, they all just one-man army their sniper classes and just get ready to go and try and hit their trick shots. Or oh man, it's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. All the ridiculous amount of snipers in this game. And right now I'm in like a 1v2 clutch situation, and it's kind of funny how it pans out just because of the people I'm going up against. Like, it's just I mean, how often do you see someone go out there with an F2000, especially a naked F2000? I mean, I'm not saying necessarily a red dot or a holographic or a silencer or anything will make the gun better, but it's just the fact that it's an F2000, no attachments, no cam. I literally just unlocked it. I actually get the challenge for 10 F2000 kills in this game. Just goes out there and just tears these people apart solely because they're just trying to trick shot. And what I don't understand about trick shotting in general is why is as popular as it is. Now, I'll admit it's cool, like when you see, I don't know, like a FaZe video or something, they're hitting all these crazy awesome trick shots, these crazy sweet trick shots that, I mean, look at this guy, M40 A3 OG Pred, come on now. But when you see these videos of these people doing all these cool shots, I mean, I'm sure it does look cool. It does look cool, the stuff that they do. But it is not cool. Just what's really even more cool than that is what goes into those shots. They don't show you the 4 or 5 times they missed that shot right before they finally hit it, or they don't show the fact that the guy standing at the bottom, like on Quarry, like the guy standing at the bottom of Quarry is just standing there with his pistol out waiting to get hit by a shot. The way I see it, if to make trick shots actually cool, have them not be set up. Right? That sounds like a good idea to me. And I've seen instances in both like on videos. I've also seen instances of like in game, just playing the Modern Warfare 2, that everyone will throw their stuns at the guy who's standing there waiting to get shot to make it look like it's real and look like they stunned him, when in reality he was already standing there with his pistols out in the first place. Like, oh man. No, the trick shotters in Modern Warfare 2 is ridiculous. Modern Warfare 3 doesn't really have it. Modern Warfare 3, they try and play like aggressively with a sniper, which is okay. I mean, I have no problem with people like quick scoping and running around playing aggressive like that. But man, the amount of trick shotters in Modern Warfare 2, and what is really funny about, okay, how many of you, honestly, show of hands, how many of you have actually played Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy like in the last month? If you have, you will know that generally it's a pissing contest. It really is. It is a gigantic pissing contest over who has the most subscribers and who is more known and who's a bigger fanboy. Every lobby I get into, I get accused. I play on my SBN E2O account. Every lobby I get into, I get accused of being a Spacebound Universe fanboy. Like, oh, you're an SB fanboy. I'm like, how am I an SB fanboy? And you're like, oh, you wish you were good as SB. I'm like, what SB are you talking about? They're like, Spacebound Universe? And I'm like, okay, who are these? So I type in Spacebound Universe. They've had their channel like twice as long as me, and they have like 4,000 more subs or something like that, and I have like 5 times the amount of views. And I'm like, who do you think's the real fanboy here? Considering my SB was made before these people, and my channel's more popular than. I mean, not to sound cocky, but I mean, these guys are trick shotters. I mean, for crying out loud. I mean, they're trick shotters. I have no respect for them. So then they're like, then they get quiet. Like every time that happens, I'm like, who do you think is really more popular? Considering considering I've had SB around longer and their channel's been created, and my channel's somewhat more popular than them already. Who who do you think's honestly the fanboy here? And then obviously they go, oh yeah, you're just bad. You can't trick shot because you're bad, and it just kind of escalates from there. But I don't know, man. That is just my little random spiel about just the way the community is in Search and Destroy in the older games. I don't know, man. Just trick shotting in general. I think one of the reasons I think FaZe got so popular is the fact that trick shotting was pretty much unheard of. I mean, a 360 no scope was what considered an amazing trick shot before this whole implementation of FaZe and their 360 YY ladder stalls, barrel rolls, I've seen wrist flips. Like literally, I've seen videos of tutorials of how to do a wrist flip where your wrist does a 180. Like you have to have like a FAL with like grenade launcher, and you have to do some sort of crazy tricky stuff, and your wrist will do a flip. Like they do everything now, just to make the shot look a little bit cooler. And but my problem with it is half the time it's not even real. That is my honest to goodness opinion of trick shotting is half the time it's not real. Now if you're playing, how many of you watch Thunder? How many of you watch Thunder videos? If you watch Thunder video, this guy did like a ladder stall 360 no scope wallbang, which I know that sounds corny to say, but that's literally what he did to Thunder in a team deathmatch. Now that's legitimate. That's pretty cool that he hit that shot. Not that he's hiding in the back of Search and Destroy waiting for someone on the other team to be the last person alive so they can run out and throw their stuns and start jumping off stuff repeatedly. Like I have countless clips. Like I'm if I can find the right music, I think I have a good clip for you guys that you guys are gonna like. I'm gonna title it "The Making of a Trick Shot Montage" because it's just the perfect visual to what I've been saying this entire video. It's just a perfect visual for that. But if you guys have been paying attention to this gameplay at all, I've been massacring these trick shooters, and I have a chopper gunner in Search and Destroy. Lucky for them, very lucky for them. We're playing on Underpass, and Underpass is not exactly the best chopper gunner map. I mean, if you're playing like Domination, Ground War, games like that, this can be a pretty good map for it. But since it's Search, everyone's paying attention. Everyone, one life, YOLO. They run inside and make it so I can't get them. See, all three of them are sitting inside these buildings, and it's very difficult for me to get them. So I think eventually I just start playing with my thermal vision and just kind of always stop shooting at them. But I do think I actually get 1 kill out of it, maybe. We'll see. I get hit markers on that guy. But if you guys go ahead and let me know your opinion of trick shotting. Actually, I pretty much know your guys' opinion at this point, because every time we put up like a scout sniper video or something like that, you guys are always quick to say, no, this is real sniping. I like that. But not very often do I have people go, trick shotting takes skill. Actually, I had one kid who I put in the comments, I'm like, well, trick shotting is just 100% luck anyway, and he's like, I'm offended by that because I practice a lot to be a good trick shotter. And the thing about trick shotting, guys, is you can do all the little knives and spins and wherever you want, but at the very end of the day, the very last thing you do is shoot a no scope, and no scopes, guys, are 100% luck. There's no way to make your no scope more accurate. There's no way to, no scoping is pure luck, which means trick shotting is pure luck. So I don't know. Just think about that. Some definite things to think about. But that final score of 12-0. Hope you guys all enjoyed this gameplay and commentary. And if you did, remember to rate the video. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.